Today we bring you not 10, not 20, but the top 100 mods to improve the quality of life of our settlers. So take a seat, relax, and let the video begin. We start with a very ambitious mod. What you see on the screen is a mod that brings many interesting things that will make the lives of our settlers much easier. Automatic farms called Underfarms. A trade system with printers because a little extra money never hurts, in addition to improving the relationship system with other empires, which from a distance will make your life much easier. Once again, you have decided to change your mind and your colonists have removed all the almost grown plants. Too bad there's no way to automate this. Or is there? The growing zone is a mod that is not only very practical, but also a hero. With this mod, you'll have a list or a billing system that improves the vanilla growing zones by making them, yes, in fact, automatically. Well, the next mod is this little one. It's a subtle change, but one that will make things easier because it's designed to recolor the research options. So, will it improve the quality of life? Not exactly, but it will make your life and the way you can progress in research easier. Her name is Berta. She has a very hard life because her owners make little food for animals. This often happens to unprepared people. But what if I told you that there's a solution? Yes, this mod, though small, is a gem because it turns your rotten food into animal feed. Look how beautiful Berta is. She won't be hungry anymore. Hey, what are you doing? Power in Rimworld is complicated. The closest we have to harnessing the sea is a watermill, but it's limited to that, other than that the most self-sustaining energy source we have is solar power. That's why NASA engineers created this. This mod will make life easier for your colonists if you live near a river because they come in different shapes and with different power capacities, improving how useful each of them can be. It's not a bird, it's not an airplane, and certainly not Superman. It's a car jumping into action. This is quite common in the lives of the colonists. Life tends to be hard for those who seek an easy life. That's why a godly soul created this. This is before and this is after. What more could you ask for? Hey, watch where you're going. There comes a point in your technological advancement when you've progressed so far that you have many conveniences. Among them are the biosculptors, which help to regenerate, rejuvenate, and improve your colonists. The problem with this mod is, size. That's why there's something that will solve a lot of problems and allow you to regenerate a lot more colonists without taking up a lot of space. With different sizes, life will be easier for your colonists and their rescues. Stay in the future. Dystopian. We continue with a mod that makes hydroponic farming easier by bringing a plethora of machines that make the job 200% more efficient. Also, your colonists can work even less than they already do on their advanced colonies. Have you ever tried to add something to a scenario only to spend the next 45 minutes searching for a specific item in a giant grid that appears on the screen? Have you ever installed mods and made the problem 10 times worse? Well, now you don't have to, thanks to scenario search bars. This mod adds functional search bars for most parts of the scenario with a large number of elements, a feature that should have been in the base game from the beginning. What's magical about having multiple kids draw on your base? Absolutely nothing. But isn't it cute? This mod introduces more than 70 new images for kids to draw on the floor. These are adorable and mostly innocent, inspired by real children's drawings. They include representations of people, animals, houses, and more. Plus, these drawings won't affect the cleanliness of the room. It's compatible with other floor drawing mods and can be added or removed seamlessly during gameplay. Have you ever had the experience where your doctor is like Patrick Star, but as a doctor? I mean, he's clueless, and when he can't figure it out, he just stands there and won't treat an injury, essentially killing your colonists. To avoid the constant killing, both by popular demand and by the doctor's hand, this mod comes in very cheap. Literally free, which improves the quality of medical care, speeds up healing and immunity, and reduces the risk of premature death. Make sure to set the desired quality levels in the mod settings to re-enable the retreatment option. Yes. This mod is quite extensive and large because it unlocks a good variety of research that will make your life easier. It brings a great organization system where you can connect pasta mills to large tanks to achieve a general food supply for your colony. It also connects pipelines and makes all work more automated. All this without affecting the origin material and content of the game. Oh wow, that was really a review without jokes. How about that? Tired of your colonists being lazy and doing nothing? Getting distracted during tasks or falling asleep without permission? Well, as the creator himself says, forget stargazing. Build a shelter before nightfall, but wait. A horseshoe pin is essential? Freeze your colonists. Happy needs for the free time days after settling. Priorities, right? This is not a slavery mod. I'm one of those people who believes that appearances contribute to a much better quality of life. Your colonists get bored, tired, annoyed, and lose motivation in ugly places. That's why this mod exists. It doesn't change anything, but seriously improves the overall personal experience and at least gives the illusion that you have a nicer world. This mod brings you clocks. Clocks and more clocks, but they are not for decoration. In case you haven't noticed, this clock mod includes clocks that function as alarms. Among them, we can find some like the cuckoo clock that sings at 6 a.m. and 6 p.m. and the classic alarm clock at 6 a.m. Want luxury? We have something like a grandfather clock that strikes at noon and midnight. And with electricity, the modern clock chimes at noon and midnight, and the electronic alarm clock chimes at 6 a.m. The era of work has come. Conduit Deconstruct is the mod that makes removing power cables a breeze. Tired of deleting cables one by one? With this mod, you can visualize your entire electrical network and mark large amounts of cable for deconstruction. Forget the hassle of removing them one by one. A simple idea that will make life easier for players like me. This mod was part of a much larger one, but it was much better to have it as a standalone mod. What does it do? Well, simply it creates a room in a new building where medical beds will prevent your colonists from dying if they lose organs. Based on questionable ethics, but now work separately. This way you can avoid unnecessary deaths of settlers you love. Well, as you can read, this mod is about, yes, bunk beds, because bunk beds, this innovative solution allows you to store up to 3 colonists on only 2 tiles, saving a lot of space in your base. The mod includes 2 versions of the bunk bed, one with 2 beds and one with 3 beds. In addition, you can set the mod options so that the bunk beds count as berths, and for the inhabitants to share the bad mood of sharing a bed. Are you tired of plants being destroyed by blight in Rimworld? Auto-cut blight is the answer. This mod automatically designates affected plants to be cut and only affects the spread of the blight. Thanks to unlimited hugs, this mod also includes a high priority blight cutting task similar to firefighting. If that doesn't keep the place clean, I honestly have no idea. This mod allows you to mint coins for wood, stone, or metal in Rimworld. The coins worth 10% of the original material saves the currency for trading with merchants. They also add on an aesthetic touch to your base. Although they don't replace silver as the main currency, they are a valuable addition to your economy and quite handy. When I first started playing, I ran into a problem. I had no idea if there was a roof or not. Yes, this mod does that, but it would limit it quite a bit. This mod speeds up the building process too much and allows you to simplify it. There is a mod that goes well with this that will be mentioned later, but for now, it's a great option that will help you have a better, more aesthetically pleasing experience. This mod adds parts of primitive and medieval vehicles. Among the things it brings, we can find a carpentry table with elements such as gears and wooden wheels. Get ready for the races of ancient wheelbarrows. Well, that's not how it works. This mod is designed to integrate with other vehicle mods, adding depth and versatility to your game. It also works well with another mod we'll be talking about in a moment. Have you ever wondered how this tribe is able to build advanced technologies? This mod introduces skills that represent the personal knowledge of the colonists. From first aid to chemistry and physics, these skills are barriers to progression that require specialized training for common tasks. Get ready for a twist in the evolution of your colonies, and it seems like a joke, but it's not. It's simple, but it will go a long way in improving aspects of your colonists' lives. Now you too can harvest moss and cook it into meals, or mix it with berries to make the smooth and soothing garland tea. This pumpkin-flavored beverage not only elevates your mood, but also increases your concentration and cutting speed. Let's be honest, this is too broken and too powerful, but never mind. The mod increases the speed of the waste pack atomizer up to 50 times, which is insane. It keeps the original energy cost and provides much more power. You can add and remove it without any problems, so you can install it with complete confidence. This little quality of life mod is a lifesaver because it shows the blast radius when selecting and placing explosives. I hope it's compatible with most mods, although it still doesn't work fully with Combat Extended. The More Plant Products mod adds a wide variety of plants and other very useful products. It also introduces new materials that allow you to grow certain plants. From nopals to bioluminescent lamps, this mod diversifies your culinary and colony manufacturing options, providing a richer and more varied resource resource management and crafting experience. It's normal that when you cook, your colonists won't eat the leftovers they've saved if they're about to go bad. This makes the game unbearable and annoying for everyone. But that's where this mod comes in. It solves this problem by making the colonists eat the most spoiled food first. Now the colonists will prioritize the food closest to decomposition. Something happens in real life, but of course it's Rimworld and realism comes first, right? Simple, with no need for elaboration. It prevents colonists from building what they want and builds what you want instead. Does it make a difference? They don't know what they want, you do. So this mod will undoubtedly make their lives easier, eventually. Have you ever found a fantastic colonist during a raid, only to lose them and later find their corpse torn apart by one of your missiles? This mod does something that should be in vanilla. Well, obviously not, but now you can mark each colonist with icons for easier track. You can customize the size, position, and set of icons, and even set up rules for marking colonists based on weapons, clothing, skills, relationships, and more. Don't let the good colonists get lost in the shuffle. These days, my vegetarian friend who only eats berries decided to feast on diet. Yep, dead. Being a vegetarian is not good. Wait, that's not what this mod is about. This mod does just the opposite. It makes your characters less susceptible to being poisoned by berries and milk. It's literally called the berries and milk poisoning mod. Well, just as it says, it assigns the slaves to the slave team without having to do it manually. Truth has no science. Let's go with the next one. This mod will make your life a lot easier. Well, not your life, but the lives of your colonists. It's called Treasure, and no, it's not a character from an animated pirate series. Treasure is a hyper-functional mod that adds a scanner that allows you to find valuable items that regular scans don't normally reveal. Here, you can see all the things it brings. It's simply a game changer. Well, the idea behind the mod is that you have more space for your colonists. That's all. Were you expecting some kind of Jack Horner joke? No. Let's move on. Well, this version is an update. Wait, that's not it. Here it is. Stockpile Stack Limit is a new version of an old mod that people loved, allowing you to limit the number of items in a stack. Many of you may already be familiar with it, and it's making a strong comeback for the latest versions. Now, after the short break, we're back with one of the big mods of the season, and it's called well, you can see the name on the screen. This mod brings over 500 different genes to improve and customize your colonists to extreme levels. From sleep rate to acid resistant. Why settle for fire resistant when you can have ice and acid resistance? This mod expands the biotechnological possibilities to fully customize your colonists and increase their survival rate. This is more than a mod. If it's a fix, it will really improve your experience because it will finally make your colonists' children learn at the speed of the global learning level. They will finally progress quickly. Tired of changing the quality of medicine every time someone needs surgery? With surgery meds, you can simply right-click to adjust the quality of specific surgery medicine. Now you can take care of your colonists regularly without medicine, but when it comes to surgery, change it easily. Simplify medical management. Yes. Is there any reason not to want your beds for your pets? Oh, you're a tough customer. Well, I've got something better. What if I add improvements to the rest of the list? Now, does that seem like a good QOL mod to you? Well, take it, my friend, and go. For creation to exist, there must be destruction. There is no comfort without abuse. One sign that you have a good quality of life is your ability to eat junk food. This harmful but realistic mod adds fast food that is quick to make but less healthy. All for a true ludonarrative experience. This mod is more talked about than the game bugs. Need I say more? This is the remaster of the classic mods, which brings a plethora of options that, truth be told, you can't deny are a construction gem. This helps to streamline the work in the colonies by offering more detailed job options. Speaking of boring lives, I think we should mention the mod that is really interesting. Although it doesn't necessarily improve the quality of life in any way, it brings a variety of shields from different eras and cultures, allowing for a deeper specialization of your colonists. In fact, you can specialize according to the region, which adds more excitement to your gameplay. From the Goonie Shield of Africa to the amazing Carapace Shield with psychic enhancements, whether you're a Viking or a Roman legionnaire, equip yourself with the perfect shield for your role in battle. Expand your arsenal and make every battle unique. This mod allows you to, well, the name is a bit of a spoiler. The mod improves and adjusts trade values, making many items marketable and leading to interesting sales. You can now add items like stone blocks to the list of tradable items. This way you can build your empire and have a billionaire society only to spend it all on junk food. Well, this mod is intended to facilitate the application and automation of the actions of your settlers. Macros are options that store certain practical abilities that, when you write them and activate them, perform the activities that you stored in them. For example, battle positions, weapons, or similar aspects. This mod allows you to get some love. Yes, it literally adds the ability to get some love between two colonists who may have some feelings for each other. Why this? Well, according to the explanation, this is very helpful for colonists who can't sleep due to a lack of love. So, you can install it and make your colonists' lives easier. Well, how does it improve the quality of life for your characters? Well, this isn't as long, and listen carefully to why a mod that seems to focus on drugs is beneficial to you. This may sound like something from the rough neighborhoods, but it doesn't matter. See, this mod allows you to store medicine and drugs in a dispenser just for the purpose to authorize a worker to grab them. This is useful for selling to neighbors as well as boosting worker morale and throwing somewhat legal borderline parties. This mod is exactly what it says. It adds new columns to illuminate your vast halls and caverns. The lamp column gives you a combination of column and lamp in a single object, and you can customize the color of the light. The sun lamp column has a built-in sun lamp, and the torch column provides illumination without electricity. Want a reason to visit other factions? Well, this mod gives you reasons to do so. Convince visitors to join your faction, improve relations, and offer them shelter and fun activities. Sell items by placing items in their shopping area. Happy guests will help you, and you can invite them through the communication console. Yes! Hospitality turns your visits into interactive and profitable opportunities. The Vanilla Outpost Expanded is what it's supposed to be. In other words, it's a mod that adds a large number of new outposts. It is designated to increase the efficiency of your skilled colonists in construction, medicine, cooking, and art. It also makes it easier to transfer prisoners and colonists with the Take Colonist button. The patch also fixes some bugs in the mod. This mod makes things a bit more realistic, and as a good quality of life mod, it offers a wide range of options for animals. It gives you more information about animal production in the colonist information window, milk, eggs, wool, and reproduction. It also prevents explosive animals from exploding when stunned, configured transport efficiency, domestication decline, and more. Now let's continue. Is the allow tool the ultimate lifesaver? Yes, it is. End. Just kidding. However, this life-enhancing mod is designed specifically to give you a set of tools as seen on the screen. Each tool performs actions that help you perform tasks not typically done in the game. I apologize for the oversight. Let me correct. This mod helps you become like Doctor Strange before he loses his Infinity Stone. Once added to your game when your playthrough begins with the unknown arrival or unknown joining event, it allows each colonist to be present when the map is loaded for the first time. This allows you to control the narrative and anticipate future updates for even greater control. In other words, it makes you an admin. It creates a bottom bar where you can see the colonists with the highest level of expertise, which is pretty straightforward to understand. Exactly as it reads, the mod is exactly what it says. It is a mod for packing pasta. This is useful for traveling and is quite handy as a food substitute. This is like a bank. You run out of materials, but you can borrow more to keep building. Of course, the idea is to return the materials, but it helps to build when you're in a hurry and don't want to stop. What happens if you don't return it? You don't want to know. Have you ever noticed that you can move some things in Rimworld, but not others? This mod completely solves that problem by teaching you a practical movement system that works for everything. Imagine a world where predatory hunters, instead of being hunters, end up bleeding to death. With the Predator Animal patch, the excessive bleeding of predators while hunting is a thing of the past. This mod restores the natural balance and ensures that hunters don't become prey due to an imbalance in the fauna. Given that walleye is now 1.5 and it's also integrated into the game, downloading this mod to honor its beautiful past would just be the thing to do. This is the other mod for the materials bank and construction debt, but in this case, it's not debt, it's using the materials on the map to place blueprints without problems or limitations. This is something that a little bit broken and not highly recommended, but hey, there's variety, right? It's hardly QOL anymore, but let's continue the list. Tired of inaccessible fridges? Now colonists can deposit food from both sides for easy access. Simplify your life in Rimworld with this clever upgrade. For those who are tired of having to build away from anima trees, we bring you this mod that removes the influence radius of anima trees and altars. Now you can wall them in with no worries. It may seem a bit excessive, but don't let that stop you from creating your beautiful garden. It's an external addition to vanilla cooking, which should be on this list. Oh, no, wait. This mod will surely be a very handy addition to have hundreds of dishes and never die of hunger. Well, you would die, but that's not the point. This lightweight mod adds an additional rule to prevent objects on the ground from blocking doors. When placing objects, door tiles are now considered invalid. This prevents doors from being blocked by objects such as when slaughtering, milking, or stripping prisoners. prisoners, maintain security in your colonies, maintain the privacy of your peasants. I think this one is known, but it's a formal update of the previous version and has the same features as the others. Want to know where to find it? Well, check out your other videos. Just a simple suggestion, but hey, after you finish this, stop showing them the mod. Yeah, you're running out of suspense. This mod ensures in a very simple way that your settlers remember their battle positions. This way, quickly, if you're a careless player, send your colonists to their strategic positions with a simple click. It includes basic and advanced models, ideal for managing multiple entry points and defense lines. It depends on your skills, of course. As the name suggests, this mod focuses on pollution and its regulation. It's not rocket science, really. You can easily configure everything from the acidic smog that spreads pollution to controlling the calculation of nearby pollution. All of these handy options can be found in the mod settings to customize your gaming experience. Do you want to rule as a socialist democracy, a free market anarchist, an absolute monarchy, or a communist dictatorship? Yes, it doesn't necessarily improve the quality of your life. Yes, I know. Unless you know how to play your cards, but that's why this mod does. It simplifies these political concepts to fit the world of Rimworld, adding unique principles that define how the leader is chosen and how wealth is distributed, significantly affecting the politics of your colony. We all have that lazy friend who hates doing things and gets bored. Stop looking at me. Well, this mod is a very good solution because it automates a lot of processes. From electrical production tables, both in vanilla and some modded ones, it allows passive production of common items in exchange for power and time. Ideal for colonies with few inhabitants where colonists don't have time or skills for everything. The process needs to be fed and harvested by a hauler. By the way, it goes well with the What's Cooking mod, so they make a good duo. Queen Pathfinding 2, the sequel, the comeback, but the improved and supreme version. Well, this mod is simple. It makes your colonists follow the paths you create, thus avoiding dirtying their legs. It's not very complicated, but it really makes life easier and more logical. This is a mod you need wherever you are, like it or not. We know the constant problem in the game regarding the dirt. Well, this one takes care of the constant cleaning to keep the place free of everything unless you limit an area you don't want to clean. That's simple, right? Right? We don't need to sweep outside, do we? A mod from Mother Russia. We're talking about increased stack. As the name suggests, it does what no one would expect. It gives you more space for items on the ground with the ability to store 10 times more. Of course, this is if you don't want the mod that lets you choose the amount. This is a more vanilla solution. This mod enhances milk pipelines and distribution, allowing you to ignore any restrictions on selling or distributing as you see fit and experience the immense economic growth. Yep, making you godlike with milk in pipes. Yep, pipe milk. You're going about your normal life, building a square room with no openings when suddenly they start building in pieces and making a mess. Well, this mod makes sure they build properly and in an organized fashion. Let's see if they don't leave a colonist trap that way. Now, it's obvious that a lot of the mods on this list are not even remotely QOL, or even that mentioning vanilla. But you know what? It's fine, because number 75 is pretty cool. Have you ever wondered why a wooden leg is only 40% worse than a natural leg? Or why a prosthetic arm created by superintelligence only 1.5 times better? Well, I did. Well, not really, but I found a very good mod that does. Which brings a solution. A rebalancing that makes primitive prosthetics more realistic and high-tech prosthetics more worthy of the resources and effort invested in making them. Yeah, now you like the list, don't you? Oh, yes you do. Yes you do. I saw you. You liked it. You liked the list. This mod allows you to edit and customize. Well, it's called custom infestations. That's what it's for, obviously. It brings up a menu where you have a lot of options. This is for players who like to tone down or have more control over events. His name is Francisco. Francisco was a colonist who always wanted to be a cook, but he's good at mining, which is a shame. How does this mod affect him? Absolutely nothing. We care about him, Sanji. Sanji can cook, but he's slow and sometimes goes halfway across the map looking for food when it's in the kitchen, because all he thinks about is women. Well, this mod fixes all that and creates a bar that allows you to select the food search radius. Let's see if you can finally cook a dish without having to travel to the other side of the world. This is not a mod to improve the quality of life, but to make it more fun. It brings a wide variety of customizable options to make it more entertaining for pyromaniac colonists and for you. No more organizing a natural death for those colonists colonists who keep setting things on fire thanks to this incredible mod. If your colonists are aggressive and might end up killing someone, this weapon is your solution. I mean, this mod. This mod provides a very useful dart gun because it doesn't cause any harm. It helps your colonists have fun and makes your life easier. This mod is a classic, and it was impossible not to talk about it. Updated version for 1.4, very soon 1.5. Oh, it is 1.5. Look at that. It's the same as the other versions. It allows us to have a better camera that shows better shots and has more freedom. Adds a growth accelerator to growth machines for super advanced colonies, of course. It's not a drastic improvement, but the truth is that it's very well balanced, since spending energy and exchanging for speed becomes a constant equivalence. Its name is a big spoiler. It prevents the roof from collapsing, or failing that, getting the Minecraft treatment. Ugh. This mod has been approved by the World Roof Organization. Yep, there's really nothing more to say. Just like the name says. Oh god, spoilers. Anyway, this mod takes care of a problem with this machine. It leaves toxic residue that is hard to get rid of. So this mod allows you to do that at a certain cost. From incineration to dismantling to reuse, it's not a cheap process of course, but it's better than nothing. This mod will help you with the emotional state of your colonists, with an option that allows you to view their mood collectively and notify you when a colonist is feeling down. It's a lifesaver for forgetful people like me, who often forget that their colonists have feelings. Well, for more than one, the zone where the colony will be built was set automatically. Well, this mod adds a bunch of new options that allow you to avoid this. You don't need it. So now, it is all in your hands. Yep, this combination is very handy for placing objects wherever you want. One places everything automatically, taking away the burden of arranging, with the other corrects the position to make it symmetrical. We added the latter because our people hate anything that is not symmetrical. In this mod, rocks and junk have practical uses. From turning small rocks into solid blocks to smelting scrap metal into steel, clever colonists can make value that was once junk. Yep, even old documents and worn-out shirts can unlock technological secrets to add style to your colonists. With useful filth, the trash in your complex colony becomes a treasure trove of opportunity. This is a temperature regulator. In short, without much text, it regulates when it's cold, it regulates when it's hot, and it keeps everything relaxed and trouble-free as your colonists are comfortable. Another mod for forgetful people. Gosh, look at that screen. Loading in progress. Now you can add items and colonists to already moving conveyors. Avoid the chaos of throwing everything on the ground due to a simple oversight. Having a hard time managing your combat gear? Well, this mod will come in handy as it allows you to quickly equip your colonists with armor and weapons before confrontation. Click to select your pawns, give them combat gear, and direct them to the desired location. Deselecting will return them to their previous outfit. Say goodbye to the hassle of battle management. Want to have some fun? This mod will give you and your colonists a good time. It brings 10 interesting and obviously alcoholic drinks with different effects, from the potent absinthe to the mythical Prometheus gift. Oh yes, experiment with these special drinks to boost your colonists' morale and skills. Ready to unleash chaos or foster prosperity? Cheers to new experiences and challenges in the world of Rimworld. Drink responsibly, or not. The Quality of Life mod brings a variety of very interesting options, yes. With new interactions like convert and then recruit, and the ability to assign specific beds and clothing, you'll have total control. Customizing the prison experience and managing prisoners have never been easier. Nothing is more important to the quality of life than a variety of comfort items. The mod brings a variety of additions, from warm and wood fires to blankets and potted plants. Your colony will have a touch of style and comfort. It includes a full set of standard furniture, potted plants, new floors, a cozy fireplace, a wood stove, and more. This greatly enhances customization, and your colonists will appreciate it. Moving on to a mod that makes indoctrination much easier. I mean, it makes it much easier to transport your pawns to another ideology, yes. Also, pawns are more likely to try to convert others if they have a positive opinion of them. This influences beliefs and can help create a happier colony. It's a spa. What more could you ask for? We've already introduced the hospitality mod, so the spa will be another addition that will provide more relaxation and tranquility, improve the quality of life of your colonists. Yes, this mod comes with over 200 prefabricated structures that you can purchase and add to your settlement. The more modifications you have, the more options you'll have. It brings a huge catalog to choose from for your prefabricated buildings or construction classified by value. You can choose everything from bedrooms bedrooms to castles. The best solution if you're lazy or don't like building sites. This mod allows you to customize traps with settings like leg orientation, adjacent placement, and specific damage based on material. You can even use stone traps to immobilize enemies without harming them. There's not much science to it really. This mod was created to make your life easier because it ensures that you can organize your warehouse without any problems and finally implement things that can be useful to you and not junk. You activate an interface where you can see items to buy priority, and with this you can make each warehouse only allow those materials. Why isn't this in vanilla? I don't know why. Why isn't it vanilla? Someone tell me. This mod allows you to perform custom actions on filtered items on a regular basis, eliminating the hassle of extracting hemogen packs from colonists or harvesting ambrosia plants. Easily set up actions such as harvesting, hunting, and even performing periodic medical surgeries. It's more than a quality of life mod, it's a quality of life patch. This mod follows what happens in real life. It allows temperature sources to heat or cool you without the need to be in an enclosed space. Now colonists will seek shelter near appropriate structures such as campfires or coolers to avoid hypothermia or heat stroke. Wow, we almost didn't make it. Now you have over 100 mods to improve your quality of life. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And of course, we gotta thank every Patreon that helped make videos like this one possible. We couldn't have done it without you. Yes, not without you.